Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Dear Lovey, healing through faith, truth, and divine timing. It's been so much going on in my life over the last 48 hours. So I'm going to share that with you today. And then the next video will pick back up and I'll drop some tidbits for you. But I feel like what I'm going to talk about today, you gotta grab a hold of it. It has to inspire or encourage somebody. So anyway, Wednesday, I reached out to an interview I was having. I was scheduled for the interview yesterday. I was scheduled for the interview yesterday, which was Thursday. So Wednesday, I had reached out to the recruiter, and I basically said, I think I'm gonna pass on this. I'd like to withdraw my application. I appreciate everything you've done. I've been working with this recruiter. I've been working with this recruiter for a minute now, while still employed. And I just said, I think I'm going to pass on this. I need a break from it. I need a break from rejections and things of that nature. And she emailed me back and she said, okay, I'll let them know. I said, I'm just going to let go. I'm not going to do the interview tomorrow, which was yesterday. So then she called me and she said, listen, Tyra, did you get a job? Did you get another role? And I said, no, I didn't get another role. I said, but I have had it with these folks. I'm focusing on me, getting in a better place. And I'm gonna, I'm still searching every day, looking for jobs, because faith without works is dead. But this particular job, I just said I'm gonna kind of pass on. So she said, well, what did she say? She said the hiring manager called me and she wanted to know, if you were still interested. Like, she didn't understand why you were not going to come through with the interview. So I was like, well, she's like, listen, don't not do the interview. If it doesn't work out, then you're always telling me, Tyra, you're always telling me what God has for you is for you. So if it doesn't work out, it wasn't for you. She's like, but don't leave it on the table. Don't leave it on the table. So I said, all right, you can go ahead and schedule me on Friday, because yesterday was Thursday. I had other stuff that I was doing, trying to get employment elsewhere, and I said I'll do the interview on Friday. So after I hung up with her, I started feeling like, oh my goodness, what if this works out? Like, I know what God has for me is for me. But I had decided that I was no longer going to deal with this company. And for them to come back to me the way they did, I don't know, I saw something in that. So what I'll also share with you is I had another interview with this company and it didn't work out. And the feedback I received was, give more detailed descriptions in your answers. And when I did the interview initially, there were no follow-up questions. Now, I was a manager, so I'm on the other side of the interview table and I know how they go. If you don't get everything you need from that question, we're given interview questions. We're given interview questions to kind of delve deeper until you get what you need. Well, not until, but you at least give another opportunity. So I wasn't comfortable with that feedback. And I just said I'm not dealing with this company. So I went ahead and did the interview this morning. And everything, I was getting dressed for the interview. My aunt called me. And I could not talk to my aunt because she's 87. She is, since I lost my mom, she has become my mother. And she is my godmother. Like, my mother made her my godmother. But she has really kind of never can fill that space, but she's kind of taken on that role. Not just for me, but I've kind of filled a little hole for her as well. Very close. I talked to, she's 87, guys. And I had been calling her. She hasn't been feeling well. I call her every single day. Now, I call her multiple times if I don't get her. But I call her every day just to make sure she's good, how you doing, so forth and so on. So she called me this morning. I've been calling her all week, multiple times. And she called me this morning. So I could not talk to her, y'all. I had to talk to her because this was when she wanted to talk. Now, mind you, I'm praying. I'm putting on my makeup. I'm getting ready for this interview. And I'm like, Lord, please do not let me forget what I need to remember for this interview. Please help me to be able to support her in what she's talking to me about. I'm just praying to help her, to help me bring things back to my remembrance. I'm going the whole thing. And again, I don't want to cut her off. So she says, where are you going? I mean, you just dialed up. So I said, Auntie, I have an interview, but I'm okay. I can talk to you. She said, oh my goodness, what time? I said 9 o'clock. She said, oh, well, we got to get off the phone. So anyway, I ended up we ended up hanging up and rescheduling our conversation. But in the meantime, I get a text message from the recruiter saying, can we make this for 9:15 instead of 9 o'clock? So, point one, God knew my aunt was going to call me and she was going to need to talk to me, which I did talk to her for 30 minutes. But once she found out when the interview was, she decided, I'm going to let you go. But he knew she was going to call me and that I was going to need to be available. So she had the recruiter call me and extend out the interview. So that was number one. Then I come downstairs, take care of my little puppy, and I sign on to my computer. Go into my email, and I'm trying to bring up the Zoom app, or to bring up Zoom. I go into the invite and try to bring up the Zoom. It's making me install it, which the MacBook does not allow you to. You have to actually join Zoom from your network, from your internet browser. But I wasn't getting that connection. Y'all, I'm first of all, shaking, because at this point, I wanted to be downstairs at a certain time because I wanted to pray for like 30 minutes before the interview, and I wanted to kind of go over the questions again. Yesterday, I was on until 6 o'clock last night, writing out my answers. So it didn't happen. I was able to pray. I had a little conversation with God, but I said, God, you knew all that was going to happen before I got here. So I just need you. I need you right now. I need your help. So I said, please calm my spirit. I need to be calm. And I I just tapped on the Teams. There was a Teams link. I tapped on that. I joined Teams via the internet browser, and I was waiting. So as I'm sitting there waiting, I'm on before 9 o'clock. Remember, the interview got moved to 9:15, but I am actually on before 9 o'clock. And I'm sitting there, I'm going through stuff, and I'm reading, and I'm kind of practicing my answers. And I get a phone call from the recruiter. She said, Tyra, you're going to get a second invite. And in that invite, you need to join by that invite, not the one we sent you the first time. I'm finally in here, I'm waiting, and now you come through with this. So I go to the second invite, I join via the second invite, and now it is 9:13. Then it's 9:15. Then it's 9:20. Where are these people? So, the hiring manager reaches out to me, and I tell her I'm in the invite they sent me. It was a huge catastrophe. I ended up connecting with him. I had the interview. It went great. I don't know if I'm going to get to the second round, but a couple of things. Number one, what I learned is there were over 100 and something people who applied for this job. And there's one qualification of this job I don't have, but they still wanted to interview me. That's number one. Number two, for them to kind of come back and really want to connect with me, whether it works out or not, for me that was a sign from God, like, stop trying to control this narrative. You telling these people you're going to withdraw your application. You didn't ask me. And the reason that I wanted to withdraw my application is because I was emotionally upset. Faith and emotion do not go together. It doesn't matter how we feel emotionally. When you are truly trusting God for your life and for every step that He orders you to take, you are trusting Him to the point of your eyes are closed. You know you got to step on that staircase, but you don't know where the staircase is. But when you have that faith, you step anyway because you know He's going to put it right there under your foot. So you cannot, this is my tidbit for today. You, we, me should not do things based on emotion. They should be done based on our faith and what we know that we know that we know that we know. And that is that God has our back. He has our back. I don't know what's going to come of this, but because of my faith and because of where I am headed in my healing journey, if it doesn't work out, it wasn't supposed to. If it does work out, it was supposed to. And if that is the case, He's going to take me on that job. He's going to help me to perform as I always have, exceptionally. He is going to rock with me in everything that I do as a result of what He's doing, if that makes sense. So if I can impart anything in you today, guys, when you're having faith, faith is believing, sight is unseen. Faith is believing, sight unseen. God is so good. Lord, you are good. You've been so good. Lord, you are good. You've been better than good. I can't praise you enough. I owe you my life. Can't praise you enough. Even if I try, 'cause you've been so good. You've been so good. You've been so good to me. Lord, you are good. You've been so good. Lord, you are good. You've been better than good. I can't praise you enough. I owe you my life. I can't praise you enough. Even if I tried, 'cause you've been so good to me. Lord, I thank you for another opportunity to talk about you. I thank you for another opportunity to show who you are in my life, in my healing journey, and me completely letting go, letting you, and how you are opening me up to receive the many blessings you have for me. I don't know how today is going to go in terms of this job interview, but either way, you got me. I pray for my viewers that the same God that has me, that they understand that you have them. We glorify you, we magnify you as always, because you deserve it. And we love you. In Jesus' name, amen. All right, guys, have a blessed day.